What's that? That was weird. Like usually guest shows up at the end of my videos. But now it shows at the beginning. One hell of a Tuesday. Now we only got Zootopia 2 trailer, but Ugly Sonic shows up in my door. That's actually an awkward thing, I'm sorry, but what are you gonna do? Since now I can review Sonic Trilogy, but I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna keep this short as possible so you guys don't get bored of me. So, the Sonic Trilogy, let's talk about this trilogy before the fourth movie shows up and this became Quadrilogy or Pentalogy or Xology. Who knows what else is gonna came. I didn't see Knuckles' show because I'd rather focus on the movies. I know Knuckles' show has the important plot too, I bet, but they got some mixed reviews, so maybe in the future I will see it, but not now. So, Sonic Hedgehog Trilogy is basically about Sonic goes to the Earth after he lost one of his mentor or caretaker, which is the Long Claw. So he goes to the Earth, he stays there a lot, and he grows up there and becomes not really, he just looking at people, look at what are they doing because he doesn't want to be discovered yet. That's actually sad, you know. Sonic is all lonely. Like Lonely Man as in the Bill Bixby's Hulk. You don't need to play that theme, thank you. And also he one day accidentally explodes his lightning powers. Government suddenly calls one, the only Dr. Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey. Legendary Jim Carrey himself. He plays Robotnik, Sonic is arch nemesis. Isn't that great? Like, he played Riddler, but now, even though he was okay as Riddler, but now he's Dr. Eggman or Robotnik. Why has he got two names? Oh well. He's the best part in this film. Like, I never seen such a great villain done brilliantly, perfectly, since J.C. Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. Like, these two so far one of the best villains ever put in a motion picture. And also, the first movie was just have Sonic in it, but later on we see a lot of different characters. First movie is about Sonic trying to find peace and family and trying to hide away from the public for a while, and then he shows up himself as a true hero of this little town of I forgot his name. Sorry. Green Hill, I think. Green Hill, yeah. Just like Green Hill Zone from the Sega Genesis game. Now, I will give it a rating. I forgot to mention that I will give a rating this trilogy, not the movie installments, but as a whole. You heard me right. I'm going to do this for now. If you want me to do this more, let me know in the comments so I will do it more of these. So, as for Sonic 2, we got the new introductions of the characters, which is Tails and Knuckles. And Tails is so far one of my favorite characters in the Sonic franchise because he's so fluffy and adorable. And he's perfectly voiced by Colleen. I can't pronounce her last name. Remember my taking from a Weird Theory show? Yeah, this. Let me remind you. Just say their characters' personalities. Yeah. Or in the short term is just say never mind that. Just say with the full name. Just say the characters' names. Something like that. Yeah, that. So, and Knuckles is also voiced perfectly by Idris Elba himself. That's right. Idris Elba plays Knuckles. I was kind of confused. Why didn't they introduce Knuckles in here? In the Sega Genesis game Sonic the Hedgehog 2, only Tails was introduced. But Knuckles was only introduced in the third game. Why not they do the same thing in here? This one has a good actions and also good speed scenes, and I mean my mom didn't like it much, but I like it like hell. I enjoyed as hell. Like I can appreciate more for a great sequel. And as for third film, we got introduced of the Shadow of the Hedgehog, which is voiced by not the other than another legend, Keanu Reeves. And I think the first film already foreshadowing the Keanu's presence not only gonna be in the footage of the TV, but in the franchise as Shadow the Hedgehog. Like that was a genius move, if that's true. And yeah, I was expecting Robert Pattinson should be Shadow the Hedgehog, but then I suddenly see Keanu Reeves' voice performance. I was like, good, very good. And this movie is also good, and also a little bit tragic because you know Shadow the Hedgehog's story, right? And so is the Sonic's. There's some tragedy happened in the earlier in the film, but yeah, it's kind of a sad and tragic installment, I'll say. So now let's get to the rating. Sonic movie series. I'll give it, of course, 5 rings. Same rating I think I gave to Sonic X. I think. I'd rewatch that video so I can learn what rating I give it to it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, see you on the next Tuesday so we can do a Weird Theory episode. We, as the KAAN'S We Normal and Fun World channel, we're gonna do something very special. We're gonna do Mission Impossible Weird Theory episode. That's right. So buckle your seatbelts. See you on next Tuesday. Ah, nobody show up or nobody knock my door. But next time will be, I know it.